we live in a world today that you can go online and just Google something like rent out my broom. Right? And I know it's like a really strange
Are there going to be like
thing.
witches going after your broom?
Like house cleaning stuff. Okay. So let's say you have a lot of power tools in your garage and, maybe you have a debt service on that, right? Or maybe the garage has a debt service and, you just go on Google and say, rent out my tools. I promise you there's an organization or a platform or a company out there that helps you to set up how to rent out your tools, right? Or maybe you're renting out your front yard, or you're renting out your ATV, or you're renting out your car.
Or sell the stuff, too. I mean, that's another option.
On the selling it, a lot of times people are upside down and they can't get what it's worth.
Another Dave Ramsey recommendation is you sell the item, you go to a credit union or a small local bank and ask for a personal loan to cover
the difference.
So let's say...
So you're no longer servicing a $20,000 note.
You're servicing a $5,000 note.
Because you could only sell it for $15,000.
And then you can pay that off a little bit faster.
Yeah, that's a great strategy.
So let's say you have a $30,000 car that you can sell for $25,000. So you get a $5,000 car loan. And then you go... Or let's say you get a $10,000 loan. You put $5,000 towards the car you just sold off. And $5,000 to go buy a hoopty, as he says.
A hoopty.
A car that will just get you from point A to point B.
Yeah, and
then you pay those off, and then you save up, and then you go get a nicer car.
Yeah. I think a lot of people would find a lot of more success and fulfillment in their life if they could embrace delayed gratification. No, I don't need this Camaro now.
Right.
Because if I could just see where my life was going and what my future held, I really enjoyed my Camaro, but I think I would enjoy it a lot more when I'm like 40.
Yeah.
When I can buy the souped up version, the convertible, the nice wheels, nice exhaust, big engine, like I would enjoy that a lot more than the version I had.
Right.
Because I had just, a little baseline model.
You had the 20-year-old model.
Yeah. So, I don't know, just embracing that, I'm going to push this off a little bit so that I can just, be more prepared for it. And it's not a debt burden. It's not a financial burden when I do it.
Right.
That's something I hope our listeners can embrace on that side of things. Now, when it comes to your business, your rental business or whatever entrepreneurial venture you're on, you're taking on debt that is, bringing in dollars. So that's a whole different avenue. But when it comes to your personal life, I'm not going to say don't buy it if you don't have the cash, but make sure that decision is not putting you and your family in a financial situation to where your business or you yourself cannot satisfy that debt.
Right.
Because one of the number one leading causes of divorce is financials, is finances. And it's so preventable.
Right.
It is so preventable. And it doesn't ever really come from a place of necessity.
Yeah.
Most financial strains come from a place of keeping up with the Joneses, impressing other people, having to have the newest thing, or just
buying things that you can't afford.
Can't afford, yeah.
To impress people you don't like.
It really comes down to that.
Yeah. I mean, I think the car example is a good one, but you also can look at the path we went down with building that house on the lake.
Yeah.
We were under contract on land, and we're talking with a builder about building this house.
Mm-hmm.
And had we done it, it would have delayed us reaching financial freedom.
Oh, boy.
Because the note was twice what we were paying on our other house. It would have been too small of a house that we were building because we were trying to be like minimalist, and it was a 1,200 square foot house. And we thought that was so great. Or I guess it was 1,700 square foot because that was the minimum. But, oh my gosh, like, we're in 1,700 right now, and the thought of moving into this new house that's twice the size, we're ecstatic about.
Yeah.
Because kids take up a lot of room. They're small people, but they have more stuff than we do, I think.